Hey guys, it's Jess. So this morning at 12:01 AM I saw Mockingjay Part 1. Here is my initial reaction. As it's Jess, I'm talking really quiet because everyone's asleep, but I just got back from seeing Mockingjay Part 1 and I am speechless. That was literally the most stressful 2 hours of my life. I've never been so stressed out by a movie, even knowing the outcome of what was happening. I am so excited to review this movie for you guys because it's just amazing. It's currently nearly 3 AM and I am buzzed. I can't stop thinking about how awesome this film is. It's phenomenal. You guys are not going to be disappointed. I certainly wasn't. I do not know how I'm going to wait another year for part 2. It's just, I'm gonna have to watch this movie every day until then. I can't. I just feel like I really need to praise Francis Lawrence for the work he's done on Catching Fire and Mockingjay Part 1 because it's everything I wanted and more. It's just, there's not even a word for it. There's not a word for it. I'm just so happy. I'm going to delve in a bit further with my thoughts, but I'm going to have to make it really quick because it is so hot in my room. It's 40 degrees and I can't have the fan on because it stuffs up the mic on my camera and I'm just sweating and I have to use natural lighting and it's so hot. It's like a sauna in here. I want to start off with saying that for me this is definitely the most true to the books out of the 3 movies we've had. There were things that were added into the film to extend it and it was amazing what they added. There was a lot of rebellion and scenes with President Snow. I'm not going to tell you where the film ends because I want you guys to see for yourselves, but it ended at a really great point. I felt the film flew, like it was more than 2 hours I believe, and it just felt like it went by so quickly, especially when you're watching it at 12 o'clock in the morning and I'd been at work all day and I was really tired, so I was like, I hope I can stay awake because I was feeling really drained at that point. But once the movie was on, I was just like, oh. I know in my initial reaction I said I was really stressed, and I did. I felt so like, even though I knew the outcome, like what was going to happen, I still felt so worried and I was so tense and my heart was racing for the entire film. I was, The acting was on point as always with this cast. They're just phenomenal. I loved the inclusion of Effie in the film. As you guys know, Effie wasn't in the book. She was found at the end. She'd been being kept at the Capitol, but they decided to use her instead of having Plutarch's assistant, and it was so brilliant to have her there because she just kind of lightened the mood. Like, it's a very serious movie, but having her there and sort of her and Haymitch's banter was just brilliant, and seeing Effie struggle to come to terms with the fact that she's stuck in District 13, it's just awesome. I will say that I did cry. There was 2 definite points that I cried in. I won't say what happened, but it did have to do with Peter. He's broken, and you guys know, if you've read the books, you know, it's just so much worse seeing it on screen. Fair warning, I felt physically ill seeing Peter half of the time. It's so sad. I felt the script was really well adapted for a film. I could follow it easily. I don't think anyone who hasn't read the books will have trouble following it. A lot of the time there's stuff lost in translation from a book to the script, and I don't feel like this was the case with this film. It was really informative without being too overwhelming, and I want to give a special mention to Cressida, Masala, Pollux and Castor because they were amazing. Natalie Dormer is one of my favourite actresses, so I was so happy she was on board with this film as Cressida, but it was just, they were so awesome. If you guys have been watching my other videos, you know I was questioning whether the hanging tree was going to be in the film, and then we found out it would be. I'm going to straight put my hands up and say that the part of the film that the hanging tree is included in is definitely my favourite part of the entire film. Once you see the film, you'll know exactly what I mean when I say the entire hanging tree portion is just flawless. Again, I am so stoked with this movie. I couldn't be more pleased with how it turned out. Francis Lawrence is just amazing. He's a phenomenal director and he totally gets the books, and it's such a nice thing to have a director come in after someone had already made the first one and just completely turn around any mistakes made, and oh, it was just awesome. Okay, this is going to be it for this video. I will film a spoilers video, but that won't be up until the film has been kind of distributed throughout various countries so we can actually discuss it together. Don't forget to like if you liked. Feel free to comment and subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Happy Hunger Games.